Good morning. Coming to you from Suits to Career for our first Celebrity Stylist Challenge, brought to you by Team Scott Inspire. Our first celebrity needs no introduction, but I'll give him one anyway. He's been featured in the Berg magazine. He's an award-winning reporter. I call him the best dressed man in Harrisburg on local television until I get a job on TV. Welcome, Dave Marcheskie.
Scottie, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
I want to tell the ladies, he's taken. Sorry.
All right, off the market now.
All right, very good. All right. When did that happen?
About 3 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Her name's Lauren.
Okay.
We went down to Mexico. Family knew, friends knew, but it was just wanted to keep it ourselves and got married down there. We're gonna have a little party in a couple of weeks for friends and family here in Harrisburg.
I hope I get an invite.
Sure, definitely.
Okay. All right. All right. Now we can get started. How was your experience today here with your client?
It was amazing. Brian was a great kid. He was very enthusiastic about coming in, getting some new clothes. So it was a great time.
Really?
I had a lot of fun too, putting together a suit for him. But just seeing him light up, at the very end, you could see he came in a little bit first. He was shy. He was kind of a little timid. It's funny to see that transformation when you pick something out that especially what he wasn't sure about. Right, you give a kid a double-breasted suit, and you put the whole thing together, the shoes and everything else, to see him light up in the mirror. That's kind of what it's all about.
So I take it that you'll come back.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, very good, very good. All right, our next question. Do you think today's generation of men entering the workforce have disregarded the dress to impress mindset as far as going to an interview?
I do. Unfortunately, this is kind of the way it goes. I mean, society doesn't put a lot of emphasis on dressing well. There's no education out there to dress well. I had to teach myself. I think when I started out in my career, I think the first piece I wrote about in the Berg was, it was called Dumpy to Debonair.
Okay.
But you don't know what you're doing. You buy suits and you think you know what looks good, or you buy a tie and a shirt. A lot of things, men are used to comfort.
Correct.
Right. So you get things that are 2 sizes too big for you. And that's how you don't look as professional. So the biggest thing is fit for young men, and I don't think they know that lesson.
Not at all.
We took something off the rack, and fortunately that double-breasted suit fit him perfectly.
Definitely.
It's
not like how when our dads were growing up, when with regards to what kind of job they went to, whether it was a factory or Wall Street, they were dressed to the nines.
Right.
So it's definitely not like that anymore today.
No.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree. What advice would you give to these young men entering the workforce? Some for the first time.
Sure. Obviously, in the job interview, that's when you're going to get the first impression. There's so much emphasis on that first impression when you see them. So if you are dressed more, instead of going in with a polo and a khaki, they always say dress for the job you want, right? So if you go in there in the full suit, tie, shine your shoes up, try to get the most details that you could possibly can. It shows that you're detail oriented, that you care about your appearance, and therefore you care about the job that you're applying for. So
Exactly.
that'd be my number one key.
You were saying about your shoes also present an image.
Yeah, it's one thing that I think most people forget are your shoes, but that's one of the first things people look at. For some reason, they look down, they shake your hand, they see your shoes. If they're shined up nice, then it shows that you went the extra mile there to shine up your shoes before you went to the job interview or a meeting or whatever else you're doing.
Definitely. A wise man once told me, no matter how many holes you have on the bottom of your shoe, as long as the tops are shined,
That's it.
you're all good. So that's something I live by to this day.
And there's life hacks out there. You don't even need like a professional shoe shine. You can get a banana peel.
There you go.
That's like the old military trick. You get a banana peel, got some grease in there to shine up your shoes if you need one. So.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, obviously, we know you're a fashionable kind of guy. So what is your go-to fashion tip that you practice on a daily basis?
It's got to be the pocket square. For me, it's the one thing that elevates your blazer, your look. You look on TV, most male reporters or anchors that don't wear a pocket square. So I think when you do, it elevates it. I gave mine to Brian, so hopefully it's going to good use.
Right.
But that would be the one thing, and it doesn't even have to be expensive. I guess my tip too for these guys: you go to Walmart or some fabric store, and you get a piece of fabric for 25, 50 cents.
Exactly.
You don't have to get a pocket square for
Exactly.
$15, $30 at some of the department stores. So you just get a little piece of fabric in there and it goes in there and it looks good.
That just shows what kind of guy Dave Marcheskie is. He had a pocket square and he gave it to somebody, so that just kind of shows you, what kind of guy. And I also want to thank you for setting the bar high for our first celebrity. So whoever comes in after you, they have a tough act to follow.
Should we challenge somebody?
We did talk about that, didn't we?
We did a little bit.
Why don't you?
I have a guy in mind. So the person that I want to challenge, he's always at the Capitol. He dresses nice every day. He's around other people that dress nice. I hear he's a pretty good football player. His name, our main anchor at ABC 27 News, Dennis T. Owen. Dennis, you got to do it. You can't beat me, but you got to try.
I didn't say that, so I want you down here,
I
Dennis.
said that.
Okay, I want you down here.
Come on down, Dennis.
But please, if that's something you can do, Dennis, please come on down. We'd love to have you. Once again, I want to say thanks to Dave Marcheskie for being here, for coming. Seriously, it was a pleasure having you here. Hopefully, you and I can do this again. Until then, remember, desire to be kind. Thank you. Dab on him.